Stop shy. Quanzel Murphy doubles up at linebacker and fullback for Bradford there to make the stop.
Well, they're running in behind Newberry and Shulsky and trying to stuff it in there. I think I'd come back to it one more time.
I believe this is the 18th play of this drive for Tremper. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Anderson stumbles to the goal line. Touchdown, Tremper. What a drive here for the Trojans, keeping their hopes alive in this ball game. Max Hagopian did get a piece of Anderson at the goal line, but not enough. And Anderson in for the score. And Tremper, maybe the drive of the year to date, able to cap it off with the touchdown.
Just a little dive play in behind right guard, right tackle, Newberry, Nathan Newberry, 6'3", 250. Jordan Shulsky, 6'3", 305. And Zach Teetle, the tight end, who is a small one at 6'3", 195. But that was an excellent drive. But you also got to give Bradford, they hung tough. They fought till the bitter end. And now I think, are they going to go for 2?
Well, there's stopping play here, and might have been an injured Bradford player here.
Well,
Let's see.
Picked a flag up on the end zone.
Oh, legal substitution. I think you go for 2 now because of half the distance,
that
right?
would put them 10 behind. And a field goal and a touchdown would tie it up.
Neil Bruner, our referee here tonight. One of the best on the high school level. Also doubles up on the college circuit. We see him from time to time at the Division III level.
Because at 11 you still need, then you have to get 8 and 3.
High snap, able to get it down, but it's blocked.
That's a problem.
Birch's kick is blocked. Jerry Nash came in for the block. He does everything for this Bradford team on defense, and that time snuck through for the block as we get another look.
Off the left edge over here, I believe. There he is. That's the reason we talked about him before the game, because he's the guy that makes things happen for Bradford. He's in the middle of the defense. He's making plays from sideline to sideline.
So the extra point no good, 28-16 as we head back downstairs to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, thanks a lot. I'm here with Dr. Sue. She is the principal at Bradford, a Tremper grad, but a principal at Bradford, and trust me, she bleeds Bradford right now. Doctor, thank you so much for your time. Tell us a little bit about how the year's going. You talked to me about a single word that you use this year at Bradford. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, right now I'm in my 5th year at Bradford High School, and each year I come into the school with a word for the classes to think about. And this year my word is determination, to never give up, unwavering, tenacity, be tough, do whatever you need to do, but get it done. We hold high expectations for everybody, and as you can see here, our crowd, our students we're students before we're athletes, and it's just a determination to do well no matter where we are in life.
You know, I've talked to Dr. Sue for 3 minutes. I'd run through the wall for her right now. Determination. Dr. Sue, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on. Thank you.
Excellent. Back to you boys in the booth.
Dewey Warner with the return out across the 25, maybe the 26-yard line, but a penalty marker down once again.
In the area where it's usually holding, and that's exactly what it is. So that'll be half the distance of the goal. Looks like it'll go back to the 10-yard line.
Andrew Bianon there to make the stop, and Bradford has been their own worst enemy here in this ball game. It would be I think it would be more enjoyable for Jed Kennedy, but for the penalties tonight, particularly on that last drive, 17 plays, 62 yards, 2 of those 15-yard penalties, and then converting on 2 fourth downs, as Tremper able to punch it in and answer Bradford to stay in this ball game.
Now, in Bradford, Jed Kennedy runs a very disciplined practice, and I was very impressed by how they practice. They practice hard and they practice fast. But right now, what I see him, he's a little more concerned with the refereeing than he is with his team, and he needs to work on his team because the referees aren't making penalties. It's the team that aren't making penalties.
Try and pound it to Cabrera, takes it out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Trayvon Anderson there to make the stop for Tremper. Well, they're New York's elite squad, and they handle the worst cases. Don't miss Stabler and Benson on Law & Order SVU. That's Monday nights at 7, starting this Monday on Milwaukee's My 24. Gain of 5, 2nd down 5 for Bradford. Waning moments here of this third quarter. And this is Myers coming around the near side. Myers with running room, brought down from behind. Meyer with a nice strong run. Mitchell Hilliard climbing up the back to bring him down, but not before a first down.
Well, I can tell you the stable of backs at Bradford is not empty because they lost Vontae Jackson. John Myers is an outstanding back, in my opinion. He's a double threat as a pass receiver and a runner, and he can get to the edge. He's got good speed.
13-yard pickup out to the 28, first down, and now Dewey Hilliard running outside. Dewey Warner, I should say. Warner down the far sideline and wrestled out of bounds at the Trojan 45-yard line. Buchanan there to finally get him out of bounds. Another strong run, this time by the other running back, Dewey Warner, the 6-foot senior.
Yeah, what's happening is, Tremper is packed in there to stop that fullback up the middle, which they have done. But in order to do that, they've had to sacrifice contain on the outside of their defense, and Bradford is using that man in motion and tossing that play out there, and they're getting outflanked, and long gains are getting him out of trouble.
32-yard pickup to the Trojan 40, first and 10 Red Devils. Swisher, I should say, wants to throw, swings it out to Werner with the catch inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. Jazz Peavy able to bring him down. Another 14-yard pickup and another first bank first down for the Red Devils.
That's a pass that Bradford runs a lot. It's probably their favorite pattern. They swing that back out of the backfield after running the corner off and just dump it out there and let him run.
And their thanks to First Bank Financial Center, our first down sponsor this season. First Bank Financial Center, discover the community bank difference. Werner in motion. Cabrera up the middle, bulls his way inside the 15 to the 10, a race to the pylon, trip down at the 5. Chipping him down, Mitchell Hilliard for Tremper, short of the goal line, first and goal, Red Devils.
Well, their offensive team is definitely rested because they were off the field for like 8 minutes on that last drive. And Tremper does have 3 or 4 guys that are playing both ways. And I think it's starting to show a little bit. There's maybe some fatigue involved here as well as great execution by Bradford.
From the 4-yard line, first and goal. Cabrera again works the left side. Touchdown, Cabrera and the Red Devils. His 4th touchdown of the night. He had 2 coming in, and Cabrera showing his strength going over the left side.
Well, I can tell you that it's probably lucky for the other teams in the Southeast Conference that Vontae Jackson is not on this team right now, because they're dynamite without him, and they would be unbelievable with him there, I can tell you that. Of course, nobody, and I certainly didn't want Vontae Jackson to get hurt. That's not what I mean at all. It's just that this is a very good football team. I think probably the best team that we have seen in our telecast this year. And they just answered the call there that they had to.
17 carries, 159 yards, and 4 touchdowns for Mr. Cabrera tonight. Bucking for player of the game honors later on. We'll have to keep that one in mind as it's 35-16 Red Devils.
He's a punishing runner. He's got enough speed that when he gets open, he can take advantage of open field. He's a good blocker. One thing they haven't done, I guess, is throw it to him.
Well, you're Tremper. You got to just climb right back on the horse here. You know you can move the football on this Red Devil defense. By no means is this over. You still got almost 14 minutes of football left here.
But they can't take 8 minutes to get a touchdown anymore. They've got to get them a little quicker than that. So they're going to have to open it up a little bit and maybe go down the field. And they're playing a tough man-to-man, but there's room to get passes in there. And Connor Patty's going to be tested in that situation now.
90-yard drive capped off by Cabrera's 4-yard run, his 4th touchdown of the night. Witkowski tees it up.
Good kickoff return here would certainly fix a lot of ills.
Witkowski will kick this one away again. It's another short kick. It's bobbled and then taken by one of the short men here for Tremper. That was Logan Peltier. Another penalty marker down as they unpile short of the 30-yard line. Alex Storino on special teams, a backup safety there to make the tackle, but I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Another dead ball, personal foul. Personal foul against Bradford.
Wow.
It's their 4th one tonight. 3rd here in the second half, as maybe we'll get another look at it here.
I didn't see it myself, but unless there was a late hit or something like that.
Nope, this is going to go against the Trojans. Brunner,
he signaled the wrong way.
Signaled the wrong way, so it is going to go against the Trojans here, but.
And that hurts too.
They'll move it all the way back inside the 15-yard line to start this drive.
Yeah, that happened. I think it happened at the 29-yard line, so it turns out to be a 14.5-yard penalty.
First down and 10 Trojan.
As the Trojan offense takes the field, check out the Wendy's Varsity Blitz High School Football Coaches Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP. Our own Mike McGivern and Joe Cook will talk to a different coach each week, Saturday mornings at 10 on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP. I think I see Sparky roaming around the sideline here tonight, too. The pitch will go back to Anderson. Anderson cuts it up the middle. Nice cut across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play, and Anderson with that good hard cut to the inside to get the yardage.
Yeah, that was a great cut, and he has got good acceleration. Once he sees that lane, he really goes for it.
Murphy and Hagopian able to wrap him up just shy, and we got a Bradford player down at the 15-yard line as play is stopped here.
He's holding his left knee. That's not a good sign. I didn't catch his number. But from Tremper's standpoint, they have second and short here. This is a chance maybe to go with a play-action pass on second down, thinking that you can come back on third down and get the first down.
So an injury timeout here. We can look ahead a little bit. This is really the first of 5 rivalry games coming up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Next week we have the Battle of Brookfield, and there's a chance that they both could be undefeated in the conference when we get together.
Our Thursday Night Lights Real Fan Cam presented to you every week by Wendy's. Wendy's, you know when it's real. The Tremper faithful. The student body on hand here tonight. Cheering on the Trojans. Yeah, Brookfield East, Brookfield Central, a couple of undefeated teams in the greater metro. Could possibly be 3-0 by the time we get into play next week in conference.
Then we go with Milwaukee Riverside, Milwaukee Bradley Tech, which are the 2 best teams in the city of Milwaukee conference. And then after that, we have Cudahy and St. Francis, which is a border war on the southeast side of Milwaukee. And then we end up with a North Shore Conference game with Germantown and Homestead, who are 2 of the top teams in that conference. There's a lot to shake out there by that time. It's a possibility that Homestead would be playing its 11th season without a loss in the conference. We'll see if that can happen at that time.
Injured player was Kyle Ziegler, a senior, 6'3", 210, helped off to the Bradford sideline. 2nd and 2 for Tremper. Connor Patty will hand it off. Anderson caught in the backfield, and he's going to be stuffed at the 20-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play as the Bradford broke containment, busted into the backfield. Leading the play there, Billy Thomas in to replace Ziegler on that defensive line. Comes in to make the play. Get another look here.
Yeah, he tried to bounce it outside, and there just was no place to go. And that's outstanding defense. You have to give Bradford credit on that. They took care of business.
Hank Stram would call that too much leakage up front.
You're right.
Loss of 3. 3rd down and 5 here, under a minute to go, 3rd quarter. Patty rolls right. Delivers the football, caught. Buchanan, 1st down, out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Gain of 6 and a 1st down on the pitch and catch, I should say, from Patty to Buchanan. Sean Payne out there defensively for Bradford.
Well, that's just a rollout to the right for the quarterback and a little sit-down route for the wide receiver, Buchanan. He down the field a yard or 2 past the 1st and 10 marker, and then just sit there and wait for the ball.
30 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. Tremper able to convert the 1st down. A little bit more room here. Trips here to the near side. 3 receivers. Anderson, the lone man in the backfield, is Patty. 2-step roll, throws it behind Peavy, makes the catch, breaks a tackle across the 35, and out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Jammed out that time as Peavy makes the reception.
Well, he ran out of the tackle of Max Agopian there. And when they go to that trips formation, they don't play man-to-man anymore. They play zone, and that gives the receivers a little bit more room to operate. And that's a good formation for Tremper, I think, if they want to move the ball throwing.
Carvel Graham delivering another Boucher big hit collision You have a collision, and you can count on Boucher Automotive with body shops all over southeast Wisconsin to fix whatever is dented or broken on your car.